is Alex Lewis, a quadruple amputee whose life changed 5 years ago when he contracted strep A with septicemia and toxic shock syndrome. His chance of survival during his first 3 days in hospital was less than 3%. The severity of the infection led to all his limbs being amputated. But this has not stopped Alex. In January, Alex is taking up a monumental challenge. He's hoping to climb one of Africa's tallest mountains, Ras Dashen in Ethiopia. At 4,550 metres, Ras Dashen is the highest mountain in Ethiopia and the 10th highest in Africa, and is part of the Simien Mountains National Park located in Gondar, Amhara region. He will scale the mountain using a unique hand cycle designed and built by a team of students from the University of Southampton. The cycle can only take him up to a certain point, so Alex will be rock climbing the last few hundred metres of the mountain. In addition to his team of supporters, joining Alex on this challenge will be Emabet Ale Dires, a double amputee from Bahir Dar in Ethiopia. Earlier this week, Alex and his team paid a courtesy visit to the embassy, where they were welcomed by His Excellency Ambassador Haile Michael Abera Afewerk, senior diplomats and staff. During the visit, we learned more about their upcoming trip to Ethiopia, as well as their project, the Wild Wheelchairs Project, through which they plan to build a wheelchair manufacturing plant in Bahir Dar and support ongoing programs in the region by raising disability awareness and, most of all, inspiring the community. The project will transform the lives of hundreds of people in Bahir Dar.
We thought of Ethiopia when we were discussing where we wanted to go, because I've been several times to Ethiopia, and my good friend Mark Chapman set up this tour company in Addis Ababa about 20 years ago, and he got grants to establish tukals on the outskirts of villages. Then most of the money that the tourists pay go to the village. So it was a great way of community tourism, and I love the ancient culture, you know, Vita Lalibela and Gondor and that sort of thing, combined with the terrific scenery. So it seemed a perfect place to do an expedition, and also the fact that Ras Dashen is quite accessible. Which meant we weren't having to climb up too steep.
Which would have been quite problematic.
Great. Thank you very much. Yes, Ras Dashen is our highest peak. We're talking about over 4,000 meters, over 17,000 feet, the peak. And then we have below sea level, about 150 meters below sea level. That must be the hottest part.
Yes.
Of the world, I think. Or nobody would ever think of going there. But Dashen, yes, is tremendous. So thank you for your interest. And obviously, I mean, Ethiopia is a mountainous country. And as you said, ancient civilization dating back to the 4th millennium BC.
Yes.
Or even earlier. And there's quite a lot to see. And I'm sure you will inspire people also to go mountain climbing in Ethiopia.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
And visiting the historical sites and natural sceneries, people and cultures. Great. So we wish you all the best, and
thank you.
We thank you very much for your interest.
Oh, yeah, it's such a beautiful country, and yeah, some of the images and the pictures that have been taken, and my friend Simon's done a film of the Simien Mountains. We hope this will increase the interest in Ethiopia, but also highlight it's not just about mountains. There's the temples, there's the ancient sort of culture, and a thriving modern culture. Of course, Addis is a sort of economic town as well, and you know, very modern facilities as well. So we hope that we, as part of doing this, we can show all aspects of Ethiopia. In fact, I'm flying flying there tomorrow night because we're seeing part of the fundraising, we sent some money out a few weeks ago to start the wheelchair workshop, and they've already purchased some equipment and are building prototypes. So I'm going out for 4 days to
And Alex, when are you going?
So we fly out on the 31st of January next year.
31st of January next year.
Yeah, and then we'll be out there for 2 weeks.
Right,
so
about 3 months.
3 months of intense training.
Yeah, intense training. You're right. On the 21st of January, we have this very colorful celebration we call the Epiphany.
That's right. Yeah.
This is on the 21st of January, and perhaps you might like to have a few more days in Ethiopia, maybe.
We could do.
To include your 21st.
It's a very big celebration.
It's very big. Very colorful. It's religious, of course, but that's more like cultural than just religious, actually. So many people enjoy.
Ambassador Haile Mikhail took the opportunity to highlight ongoing changes in Ethiopia, especially with disability awareness, and wished the team the best of luck in their upcoming challenge.
The government is trying all its best, to support people with disability, school, the health sector, in production, through micro and small and micro enterprises. So a lot of things are happening in Ethiopia, but as my colleague said, the government is doing all its power, but we need the inspiration and the awareness.
And
then it will be sustainable with people being more and more aware of this and local support, mobilized. So, yeah, it's great. I mean, it's going to be a great event in Ethiopia to see someone like Alex, who has really achieved quite a lot, and is a great example for humanity as a whole. Not just people with disability. It will also educate many to feel they can achieve.
That's it.
A lot. And I mean, it's the influence is really tremendous for governments in Africa, for people, managers, students, teachers, schoolmasters, headmasters, everybody. Because I mean, awareness is very important. When you talk about it, it looks like it's not much. But when people are aware, when mindsets change, then that's a great beginning for making practical efforts to change things. So it's really tremendous.
Actually, we were reading the very latest news coming out of Ethiopia with the appointment of a female president is again, and the cabinet is very sends a very positive message about Ethiopia.
You're right. That's right. Yes, 50% of the cabinet are women.
Yeah,
the president is also female, as you said, and the effort to achieve gender parity, gender equality in the country is really quite great, and practical examples like yours will go a long way to also making it clear that this is very important to do in a country like Ethiopia.
It's great. I mean, it's an amazing opportunity for all of us. And disability, for me, it's opened my eyes to a whole new world. And the last 5 years of my life have been incredible. We're coming up to the 5-year anniversary of falling ill, and what we've crammed into it has been just amazing. So this is the icing on the cake at the moment.
In addition to the ongoing reforms in Ethiopia, including gender equality, disability awareness has also been taking centre stage. Earlier this week, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and First Lady Zinashta Yacho visited Macedonia, a home for the elderly and mentally ill, where they donated 15 modern wheelchairs and encouraged Ethiopians to dedicate their time and resources to noble causes. Ethiopia's constitution guarantees equal rights to all people, including those with disabilities. They benefit from equal opportunities and full participation in development. We also spoke to Alex and his team about their challenge and project, and this is what they had to say.
So 5 years ago, I was a very lazy. I wasn't doing enough with my life, with my partner as a father, and I fell ill with a very rare infection, and subsequently lost all my limbs and had facial reconstruction. And because of the National Health Service and all the care that I received, it altered my mindset completely. And I saw such investment in emotion and time from these people trying to rebuild me and put me back together. It altered my psyche completely. And I came out, I didn't want to be somebody that was going to just accept what happened and not do anything about it. So we got involved with universities, we got involved with schools, colleges, and we did a lot of public speaking. And subsequently it led us to Southampton University and to meet with the students. So I'm incredibly fortunate that I've got to this point in 5 years, but it's been an amazing journey.
It's amazing. How did you choose to go to Ethiopia?
So we chose to go to Ethiopia through David Collinson. So he had a good friend of his who runs a tour company over there. And when we were discussing the idea originally about the hand cycle, before the hand cycle was even a thought, we were thinking we might do some cycling, then maybe some kayaking, then maybe some whitewater rafting through the country. But then we wanted to do something a bit more, not just a jaunt. We wanted to leave something behind, a legacy that we could follow. And subsequently the wheelchair manufacturing plant was created, and obviously the hand cycle just got bigger and better as the idea went on. So it's a year ago almost to when we first discussed it, and to think that we're here now is an amazing achievement.
It's unbelievable. As you know, and you will find out that many Ethiopians have lost part of their body through violence, but yours is through illness. So maybe that will help to create awareness within the country.
I hope so.
And it will be very interesting. And I hope when you come back we will talk more about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'd be more than happy to come back and share the story and the pictures.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks.
Yeah. We are very excited about this trip, not only to visit Ethiopia, which is a beautiful country, but also to test out the technology we've developed, to overcome a challenge. You know, with Alex, overcoming this challenge will hopefully be an example for a lot of people that you can achieve what you want to achieve. And for the people who are disabled in Ethiopia, it will hopefully inspire them to live fulfilling lives and show them that it is possible with disability to be play a full part in society.
Yeah, well, it is so exciting, you know, because as you know, Alex has this unusual illness and he lost part of his body. But in Ethiopia, there are a lot of disabled people, which they became disabled through violence, like war and that. So that will also increase the mindset of the people. It's, you know. So what do you think of it?
Yeah, I think almost it shouldn't matter how you became disabled. The point is that it isn't necessarily a barrier to doing what you want to do. Clearly, where people have become disabled through violence, they not only need to repair their bodies, but they need to get over that in their head as well, that they can overcome that, and that's where helping them is a real bonus. And that's why not just doing the expedition but also funding the wheelchair factory is so important for us. So hopefully we can leave a legacy in Bahadam and hopefully other places as well, where wheelchairs can be manufactured by Ethiopians using materials in Ethiopia and not relying on external resources. So it will truly become an Ethiopian project, and for many years produce wheelchairs that will help the people that are disabled because of violence, and the people who are disabled at birth through disease or whatever. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. I'm a second hand.
I am the team leader for the Hand Cycle project. So I helped design it. I led the project. I managed it. So we've assisted Alex in making sure that he can ascend the summit of Ras Dashen, with a electric assisted hand cycle, and now I'm making a second one for Emma Bed as well to go along with them. So it's an incredible project that I've been involved in. It's been an incredible journey. I get to go with him to Ethiopia as well.
Is it your first time to go to Ethiopia?
Yes, I've never been before. My half-sister is Ethiopian. So yeah, so it's incredible for me because I get to go out there. Obviously I'm going to have pictures and videos of what we've done there. So I'm really excited, really excited.
Thank you very much. I hope you are going to stay in Ras Dashen and around that area. This will help Ethiopians to, create energy for them.
Yeah, of course. So obviously we're going to be staying in Bahiyada as well. We're going to climb Ras Dashen. They're going to see us firsthand. We're going to go along and speak to locals and schools. So it's going to be really inspiring for them, I'm sure, as well as it is for Alex.
When you come,
This is Ethiopia. This wonderful British lady who, in her 20s, I think, when she first went to Ethiopia in 1969.
Right, okay.
And is really a great photographer. And this is a book of photographs of Ethiopia, including the Simien Mountains.
Lovely. Right, okay, brilliant. So we can look at that.
May I present this?
You're very kind. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you.
Alex and his team will be taking their challenge in Ethiopia for 2 weeks in January. From the ambassador and the rest of the team here at the Ethiopian Embassy in London, good luck, Alex.